There.
Afternoon, everybody.
So when we get started, I'll call the meeting to order. Hold on, it's echoing. Then I will call for a chair and then have the chair take it over for co-chair.
Thank you. So Dan, you gonna get out on your bike now that the weather's improving?
Well, I went out last Friday, was able to get out for first ride since my knee surgery. So
Yeah,
that went well.
good. Yeah, I knew you'd had the knee surgery. Or were you doing a stationary bike or anything as therapy?
Yeah, I've been doing that for quite a number of weeks now on the stationary bike, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I thought you might have got out Sunday because it was such a beautiful day.
Yeah.
What surgery did you have, Dan?
I had to have a knee replacement.
Oh, I had that done several years ago. It was a lot of work to come back, but yeah, I'm really glad I did it.
I'm almost to that point. I can say that.
You haven't been through an airport, have you?
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it was always exciting going in and out of courthouses too.
Yeah.
You don't get to experience that, fortunately.
I'm gonna wait a couple seconds for the rest of the people to get in, and then I'll start. Okay, I'll get started. I call the April 28th Municipal Facilities Meeting to order. May I have nominations for chair?
Nominate Councilmember Nutty.
Second.
Councilmember
Accept.
Nutty, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll let you take over the meeting now to call for co-chair.
Thank you very much. Do I have a nomination for co-chair, please?
I nominate Councilmember Steinmetz.
I second.
Thank you.
Do you accept? Yeah.
I accept. Yes.
Okay. Very good. All right. Councilmember Steinmetz is co-chair. I'll chair, and we'll kick this off. Approval of December 2nd of 2021 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Seconded. All right. Everyone, aye. All right, they
Aye.
pass. And that takes us forward to the third item on our agenda, the Municipal Facilities Committee Work Plan discussion.
Okay, I can kind of jump in there and talk a little bit about this. This is kind of a multi-department effort to create the work program or proposed work program for your approval. And so, we've kind of laid things out to timeframes that we believe these things will be ready. Sometimes things will shift a little bit throughout the year. So just to go through where we are now, we're at April already. May, we were looking at giving you some CIP project updates, a little bit of an update about park usage and Soundview Park. I mean, you can see the progress on that, but just to kind of give you some of the pictures and stuff and updates on where we are with the construction. If meetings get, one question about that is because there may be some shifting in meetings. And so at the end of this, going through the work program, we'd kind of like to hear from you if we have meetings that get canceled or shifted, whether some email updates would be acceptable to the committee, either to the committee or to the full council. June, we start to work on the CIP proposal. That could possibly shift into July, but right now we put it in at June. A marina redevelopment status on the land side that Michael would probably give for you. And then mostly, this is Nicole and Andrew would probably be talking about any potential grant applications that we are looking at for 2022 in June. This is the July item. Beach Park buildings discussion is kind of a leftover from last year. We talked a little bit about this, but it may be time to revisit this discussion at that time. And the operations maintenance update, August, the waterside marina redevelopment update, September, some CIT. We kind of lay CIP project updates in there on a regular basis to keep you informed of what's going on. And October, marina master plan update, and November and December, more CIP updates. December, we laid in the plan for future of City Hall. That was something from your minutes that you requested be put on the work program. So we've laid it in for December at this point. And then I don't know if any of the departments would like to chime in on any of the items or questions from the committee.
Susan, can I add? So we've been getting contacted recently about new telecommunications facilities, specifically towers. And under our code, the #1 priority location is city property. So that's why we're getting contacted. A lot of providers are trying to upgrade to 5G. It seems like there's kind of a hot spot around our field house. And that might have to do with the new Wesley development. But so I don't have anything now, but I'm working through some lease agreements. And so I'll be asking to get that on when we have them ready to a future committee agenda, just to go over the location first with the committee. And then the details of the proposal before we take it to the full council. So just a heads up, we'll be adding that possibly to the next agenda if we're ready.
Perfect. Thank you. Mayor Mahoney and then Councilmember Steinmetz.
Yeah, so I know the May meeting is canceled and the August is extremely likely to be canceled. So I would ask that staff, whatever needs to be moved, I'm okay with an email update on the May meeting. Obviously the August one, probably you want to move to September or something like that is the call outs I had.
Hey, and Councilmember Steinmetz, I'm going to jump in really quick too. I'm fine with either email updates on any of the updates or presentations that you have. I also know that we've had a couple council meetings that were pretty light as well. And if you wanted to bring it to the full council, it's up to you. It just opens up for more discussion that you may not intend to have at that time. But I'll leave that up to staff if my colleagues are okay with that as well.
That was really well said.
Yeah, that works for us. If the committee is agreeable to that, we'll either move stuff or email update or bring to full council.
Yeah, and I'm fine with email updates as well, or if it's appropriate, bring it to council as a whole if you're ready for that can of worms to be opened.
In the previous transportation committee meetings in previous years, there are times when meetings got canceled and I used the email update format, and that seemed to be pretty productive in general.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty successful if we can do that as well.
Yeah. And you guys have always done a good job of telling us what's different from on a CIP or something. You highlight the changes, which is fantastic.
Chair, if I may, I just say one
Please.
thing that I think we really appreciate and looking forward to this year is the continuity of leadership between municipal facilities and economic development. Since so much of what we'll be doing, especially related to the marina, will touch both of those. So that's, I think, just a real plus for the city moving forward. So thank you.
Councilmember Steinmetz.
Yeah, well, the question that I had to ask, and Tim, you may be able to answer this right off the bat. Do we have fairly standardized contracts in place for people, community groups that want to use municipal facilities, or in the case of leasing for cell towers? And have we gone through the process of developing those? I don't know. Is it worthwhile to do that, make that part of our agenda?
Well, our facility use agreements are standardized, all our rentals, and just maybe a year or two ago, we worked through those with WCIA, our insurer, to make sure that we had all our bases covered there. So we're in a good spot with those. Telecommunications, I mean, they're not nearly as common as a facility use agreement. So we don't have a single standard contract, but we did recently update our telecommunications code, and we used a professional consultant to do that. So our code's updated, our code's in good shape, and I think with the number of lease agreements being so low that we're in a good spot. So
Okay. So that would, yeah, I just want to know about that as a possible work plan item, but it doesn't sound like it's necessary.
Thank you for that. Anything else?
One
Mahoney.
more thing. So on the CIP plan, typically the new council members may not have had a chance to review the existing document. It was the same with in transportation, where I had the new member be sent a copy. Probably Council Member Steinmetz, if he hasn't seen one, would love a copy, just so he kind of gets up to speed with where we are before the next time we review.
Absolutely. We can send that.
Okay, cool.
That'd be great. Thank you.
All right. That takes us, that's the end of our agenda for this evening. Is there anything else staff wants to bring up? No. Okay. Anything else out of the mayor, Councilmember Steinmetz? All right. Well, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Seconded, and I'll third that, and so off we go. We'll see everybody here in about 50 minutes or so. Thank you very much, staff, for the efforts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very efficient meeting.